Welcome to summer school. For those of you who do not know, you are here because you failed 3 or more of your classes. You might be wondering, oh, why is he wearing a suit? It's to assert my dominance and prove that I'm better than each and every one of you combined. Now, you're in summer school. You must have failed a lot of things. History. Donald Trump's our president. I don't really think we looked back enough to see our mistakes. Science, gravity, God-made stuff. I don't know. Language arts. Can you read? Can you write? Good. If you're not, that's why you're here. Math. You're not going to need the Pythagorean theorem to know how much to tip the waiter, but you failed that one the worst. So, what'd you fail?
We failed systems of linear equations.
Okay. Can you read me a problem out of your workbook?
Nick plans to start a home-based business producing and selling gourmet dog treats. He figures it will cost $20 in operating costs per week, plus 50 cents to produce each treat. He plans to sell each treat for $1.50. Graph the system of equations y equals 0.5x plus 20 and y equals 1.5x to represent the situation. How many treats does Nick need to sell per week to break even?
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need to define your variables, because this is a word problem. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our equations. Hey, no talking. Y equals 0.5x plus 20. And can you tell me, Mr. Adams, what is the other equation? Of course you can't, it's summer school. What we need to do is graph these equations. So we set up our graph and we need to have the benchmarks. And we're going to do 10 for the y and the x. So 10, 20. Okay, so for the first equation you have plus 20. So that is where you're going to start. That is your y-intercept. And then you go up 5x. So you go up 5 over 1. So you're going to have a slope like 1, 2, 3. That's going to be what your slope looks like. In the second one, there is no y-intercept, so you're going to start at the origin, but you're going to go 1.5, so that's a less of a steep slope. And you cross right here, and my coordinates for that are 20, 30.
This was easy.
Get up here, get up here. See, this is what happens when you speak out in class. And you just go home. What is the next thing? What is the next way of solving the equations? Is it substitution?
Yes, substitution.
Okay. Can you read a substitution problem out of your book?
Harvey has some $1 bills and some $5 bills, and all he has 6 bills worth $22. Let x be the number of $1 bills and let y be the number of $5 bills. Write a system of equations to represent the information and use substitution to determine how many bills of each denomination Harvey has.
Okay, so this is a word problem, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to define our variables. So let x equal $1 bill, let y equal $5 bill, and we need to make our two equations. So since there are $6 bills in all, and we need to make our two equations. So since there are $6 bills in all, the $1 bills and the $5 bills equals the total amount of dollar bills. So it's x plus y equals 6. And now we need to make our second equation. And our second equation is going to be, since there are $22 in total, are you smiling over there, Mr. Jefferson?
No.
That's right. Summer school. It's a prison. So you're still going to have the x, but it's going to be plus 5y because it's $5 bill, so it's going to have a 5 value instead of just a 1, equals 22. So now you need to go into your substitution, but before we can substitute, we need to isolate a variable, and we're going to isolate the x. So in this equation, x plus y equals 6, we're going to subtract the y from either side, so it's now x equals minus y plus 6. So every time we see x in equation, we're just going to sub it in minus y plus 6. So this turns into equals 22. Okay, so now you should take it out of the parentheses. You're going to subtract the 6. Subtract the 6. And Mr. Smith, what is 22 minus 6?
16.
Smart, we're in summer school. Good job. So now it's minus y plus 5y equals 16. You're going to subtract y from 5y because if you add a minus, you're subtracting. So it's 4y equals 16. Divide the whole thing by 4. Then y equals 16 divided by 4, which is 4. So, meaning there are 4 $5 bills. So we have y, so now we need to solve for x. So we're going to substitute again, and we're going to substitute 4 in for y. So we're going to say x plus 4 equals 6 minus 4 minus 4x equals 2. So now we need to check that. So we're going to put them both into this equation. So 2 plus 5y equals 22. 2 plus 5 times 4 equals 22. 2 plus 20 equals 22. 22 equals 22. Is that statement true? Yes, it is. So my ordered pair is 2, 4, meaning he has 2 $1 bills and 4 $5 bills. Any questions? Wake up, Mr. Johnson. Thank you.
I'm sorry.